this whole thing worked out just as I had planned, which was the biggest surprise for me because what kept me up the most was, what am I missing? There's going to be some big surprise.
Well,
something
you think you've thought of everything.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, crap, that would have been nice.
I just didn't even think about that.
And welcome to a special Riley Black project with Crystal and John. Had to do that because we're at the Jamboree.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah. So we're sharing one mic. How about you take your mic for the intro? Just grab it from Garrett over there, and we'll hand it back to him after.
Hello.
Okay. Do you know how mics work?
Shut up.
Okay. So, for those who aren't here, we have a live studio audience. Hopefully, this camera is recording and I can show you guys.
Right.
Been having. There you go. Say hi.
Yeah. Woo.
So if they didn't see you, at least they heard you. Having technical issues with the cameras, our original cameras. So
we're late. As
that's
always.
why we're late as always. But on the show today, sorry, hold on, because this is going out. This isn't just.
Right. This is like a real episode.
Right. This show is brought to you by.
Oh, my friend over there, Katie with Monarch Pine. If you're looking for jewelry findings or blanks, make sure to check her out on her new website, monarchpine.com. I almost said it. Monarchpine.com.
That's right.
And then use code Riley Black for 10% off. Patrons get a little bit sweeter of a discount. So
Yes. So now's the perfect time to join Patreon if you're not a member already.
Yes.
As low as $6 gets you 10-day early access plus a bunch of other bonus discounts from our guests and
and goodies.
And goodies.
And live after darks. We only have, I think, 3 or 4 after darks that are to everybody. The rest of them are all for patrons only. So.
Yeah. Only 4 more for Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2 more.
2 more for Gen Pop.
We've already had 2.
Yeah, and that's where we get a little spicy. We have a few. We get a little intoxicated, and we go live. Pretty much is what happens.
Yep.
And then you get to talk to us in the chat, and it's a good time.
And then at the end, we all plan what late night snack we're gonna have.
Yeah, that's
after
how we end every after dark.
Yeah,
it's a fun time.
Yep.
But we are kind of live.
We're
recording live.
Recording
from summer camp.
Yes.
From the Jamboree.
Live in front of a studio audience.
Yes.
And with that, welcome to the show, Kim and Garrett. Welcome back, guys.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for having us back.
Woohoo!
This time you're live on the show.
That's right.
Right?
Virtually.
Right.
Yeah, I like this.
No editing.
No.
So how's
right.
camp going so far?
Hot.
Yeah.
But good. I think it went well, right? We treated it like
Woo! Yeah.
Oh. Even the kids are chiming in.
Even the kids enjoyed it.
Man, parenting in public. Don't recommend it.
Yeah. So what has been obviously it's hot. It wouldn't be summer camp if it wasn't hot, right?
Right.
That's true.
Summer camp, right?
Right. Share your mic.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Sharing's caring.
That's summer camp. It's hot. It's hot. It wouldn't be the same without it being 1,000 degrees, right?
Right.
And we're releasing the mosquitoes later on. So
nice.
Yay! We can't wait.
We're having a mosquito release tonight.
That way we get the full summer camp experience.
Right.
There was so much to do with tech. I forgot to start the clock. So.
Oh, do you want me to start it now?
We got to turn it on and do the whole. Do you know how to turn it on? Or you can just hand it to me and I'll turn it on.
Okay, there you go. That's perfect.
So we're gonna go half an hour on this one, so that we can party.
We're gonna make it a
after.
shorty. We got to get to the partying.
Yes, everyone wants to party, including us.
So this is your first Jamboree, not your first meetup or get together, but last year it was the cruise, right? And that went amazing. And you had 43 people, is that right? That came to that one. And then this year you had how many people?
I think 92 tickets.
Wow.
But with the vendors and everything,
Yeah.
I think there was like 120, 130 people in the building.
Wow.
It was.
So what would you say? How were the two different? Do you prefer one or the other? Probably the cruise, because less planning, right?
Yeah, the cruise way less planning, and it was just about having fun and doing like excursions.
Yeah.
Well, this was like 2 days of fire hose learning.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of planning.
Oh
so
my God, yeah.
are you ready to sleep Sunday night?
Yes. Well, I had a little sleep last night, thank goodness, because Thursday night it was more like Christmas Eve. Tanner said it's like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you're too
right?
excited to sleep. Yeah.
So much going on. What else did I do? What else did I need to get? All the things. And so last night I had a good night's sleep. And yes, I can't wait till next week when I could just chill. Yeah. Everything comes back down.
Yeah. It's a lot of go right
Yeah.
before. And then you got to be on when you're here.
Yep.
And then you crash.
Then
afterwards.
crash. Yeah, I think we will crash. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what kind of feedback have you heard so far?
Yeah, from the classes. And
All good things. All good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually got a lot of feedback about all of the presenters, the vendors, the mentors, and the people that were teaching the classes. Got a lot of positive feedback for all of them. So we'll celebrate them tomorrow.
Yeah. So
Nice.
what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're just going to answer any last minute questions, throw some donuts and croissants at you guys, some coffee.
Nice.
Right at our face. We have to catch
Yep,
them.
Yeah. As soon as you walk in the door, be ready.
Right.
Be on. Nope. Get a lot of selfies. It's about picture
Yes.
taking, exchanging last minute information. You know, let's make sure you exchange with all your troops.
Yeah.
All your troop buddies.
we have a surprise gift for everybody before you leave. You got a little parting gift to take with you, and we're gonna have a little demo tomorrow of a product that wasn't a part of the rotation for the Jamboree. So we'll do that tomorrow too.
Nice. Well, we got one of the teachers sitting next to me here. She was
me?
doing- yeah, you were doing.
yeah.
What were you doing?
I didn't introduce myself to any of. I didn't introduce myself until the end of the third class.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh, light bulb. Do you know who I am?" Half of them said yes. Half of them said no. And I was like, "Well, now that you've spent 30 minutes with me, here I am." So yeah, I mean, it went great. I was unprepared for technology issues.
Which is surprisingly doing great right now that
Of
we're
course.
recording.
Right.
These
Yeah.
cameras were dropping out prior to this, and now
They haven't dropped once
they
since
haven't
we
dropped
started
once since we started
recording.
recording.
So, there's that. So I was teaching NFC keychains.
You were trying
And
to anyway.
I was trying to. And then Facebook and Android were not getting along.
No.
And then every once in a while there'd be a problem98 as well.
Yeah.
And like phone cases were kind of, so but we figured it out. Thankfully we got 99% of the people we got it working on at least someone's phone, so we know
Right.
it's not necessarily that. But yeah, it was a great class. There was good feedback. People were excited to go home and tell their husband about it. She's like, he's gonna love me. So I love when at the end of the class was my favorite, when they would go, they assemble them. It was several layers, so that was kind of a process. And then they, get the app and they set them up. But then at the end, when they scanned it to check to make sure it works,
Right.
and then when it would go to the page
Yeah.
that they linked it to, like that, yay!
Yeah,
I would
that
always hear
face.
those, and that was the best. That was like my light bulb moments that I get when I teach the silhouette stuff. They're like, oh, and I'm like, that was it. That's what I needed.
And then right next to them is like, mine's not working.
Yeah.
Mine's not
I
working.
sent him to go help those.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
there's someone needs you.
Yeah, that was yesterday, and then today, day 2, we had the day off.
Yes,
from
we got to
teaching.
mingle.
Well, she had the day off.
Yeah.
I had the day off yesterday too. I just
Yeah.
it was moral support.
Right.
The moral support husband.
Yeah, but you helped throughout the classes
Yeah,
and stuff
That's
too.
work too.
so.
That's work too.
It is.
It is. Especially
sometimes
listen,
more so. Sometimes
especially
more
with
so.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been clothing shopping. And that is work too.
It is.
It is.
It
I have to
is.
stand.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of
Feet hurt.
standing.
Find all the chairs.
Yeah.
You got to say yes.
Go
Looks
store to
great.
store.
Well, yeah, I like
Woo,
it. I'm
woo.
not even gonna ask how much. That's how nice it is.
Right.
Yeah. So today we sat in on a bunch on. Well, I sat in. I don't know what you did because I was sitting in on classes.
I tried to, and then I felt like I was in the way.
Mm.
So I mingled. I talked to people.
You mingle?
I know.
You peopled?
I did. I peopled a lot.
Wow.
I did hide a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone was very jealous of my fan, including Josh.
From Lone Star Adhesive.
It
Hey,
finally.
this would be a good place to insert his ad.
It would be. Lone Star Adhesive has elevated the industry standard with their premium leatherette, UV printed goods, and American-made products in leather, acrylic, PVC, and their indestructible thermal activated adhesive.
You can check them out at LoneStarAdhesive.com or join their Facebook community of nearly 30,000 fellow makers who share the belief that you shouldn't cut corners and instead stick to excellence.
Lone Star Adhesive official group is where it's at, and you can use code TRBP15 to get 15% off your next purchase.
Go get you some.
Go.
The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow.
Today.
And there's the
There
ad.
we go.
There you go.
That's all in the background.
Yeah.
But he was very jealous of my fan the whole weekend, and it finally died on me today. And he goes, how does it feel to be with the commoners? So
if you go to next level, they'll be
next
on
level,
sale.
we're going to be selling some fans, of course, with UV DTF stickers on them that says the Riley Black Project.
Yes.
Because everyone was very envious of the fan, but I'm always hot, so I bring that thing with me everywhere.
Yeah, so they were great. They were great classes. I sat
Yeah.
in on the AI with Christian, and then
I heard a lot of good feedback about that one.
Yeah, it was really good. AI is a great tool.
Yeah.
If you're not using AI, you definitely should look into it and start using it. And then also LogoJet with the Samitas, as we call them.
Samitas.
The Samitas.
Yeah.
They're the Patels.
So
but
we were
like to
at
call them the
dinner last
Samitas.
night, and it was so funny. His doppelganger was at dinner, and several of us almost said hi to Anuj.
Oh, there they go.
See, it happened.
Okay, they died. Perfect.
But a lot of us thought it was him. The similar beard, you
Yeah.
know, everything. And then we look across the table, and it's not Samita, and we're like, And we're like,
Well, when you really look
oh.
at him, you can tell it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Nuge. But
Katie had to
from-
look at the woman.
Oh,
to-
I mean, he could have been, he's on
I
vacation.
know. I said
Side
that.
piece.
I did.
But no, at first glance, and we were sitting in the back of the group, so I didn't know if they came later and just
Yeah.
couldn't sit with us because there were enough seats.
Yeah, 'cause they were
So I was gonna go
further.
say bye, and I'm like, oh, no, that's not a Nuge. It looked like him at first,
Right.
but it wasn't him. But yeah, they had a great class. Today was the print and cut along with. You know what? I should charge Josh more for this ad because now he's
Right.
getting
We
another
keep
ad.
talking about it.
Yeah. But they were doing the print and cut. They would print on the LogoJet, and then they would cut, and then you could put the patch on your hat over there with Josh.
Yeah, that was pretty fancy.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty
And
fancy.
apparently he has some stainless red and black tricolor acrylic.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
sounds perfect for somebody we know.
Somebody who has red and black branding.
Yeah. So what would you say was your favorite part of the weekend so far?
I don't think it's happened yet.
Is that tomorrow?
Oh.
Tomorrow when it's over?
It's like in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the party.
Good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
The party.
So we had an event here, and I'm just putting this out there. So since we sold tickets, we can't sell or give away alcohol.
Oh, right.
But I don't check cups.
We don't check cups.
I'm not a cup
That's not
Nazi.
nice.
I mean,
you're not
who's
the
gonna-
police.
I'm not the police.
Right.
Right. So.
Kim,
So anyway, my favorite part. Yes.
Luckily,
my
there's
fav-
some editing involved in this
Thank
episode.
goodness, please. So
Only you guys will get that.
my favorite part was the fact that we didn't sign up to teach any of the classes, which is what I expected, but we did get to mingle
Right.
the 2 days.
Yeah.
And I loved being able to walk around and, well, that left more time for me to solve problems behind
right.
the scenes.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of help doing that too. But I was able to walk around and pop into the classes and add 2 cents that wasn't needed, but just be able to.
Hey, you helped us problem solve and figure out the Facebook and NFC tag
It's
issue,
just kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
I just popped in,
which was great.
and
Yeah.
Gave 2 cents. I sat in on Brandy's and gave her extra info she probably didn't want.
Didn't want.
But I was able to just talk to everybody, and people would stop me when they were done with a session.
Yeah.
I could stop and talk. So I just got a chance to speak to so many of you. I mean, I'm looking around the room. I think I've
Right.
spoken to almost everybody. And if I haven't, please come up.
I think my real answer is getting to meet everybody. I think I talked to 99% of everybody.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So if I did not talk to you,
It's
Come
it's
say
kind
hi.
of like,
Party, and we'll talk.
Yeah.
come to the party.
it's kind of like if you're for him, like when we have get-togethers, if he's the cook, then he doesn't get to mingle. He only
Yeah.
mingles with whoever hangs out with him
At the grill.
And so we've decided, the last few parties we have, he either will like pre-grill or we get public subs, because otherwise it's me having to mingle with everybody and host and be on the whole time with all of our friends, his friends, family. So not teaching leaves you open for those one-on-ones where after if you taught all day, if you taught all day, at the end of the day, then it's almost kind of like you almost get rushed, and people might not want to rush you, and then so they just don't even say anything. And so it more personable that way.
Yeah, it was a lot easier to catch somebody going to and from the bathroom. Than
Right. Did you just stand by the
I
bathroom
did.
like,
I would.
hey?
I would stand around the side, and when I heard the door would shut, I'd run out. And
Right.
I'd say,
Did you want to talk to me?
You should have waited.
You got a
like,
question?
Lurked in the corner, and so that they didn't see that you were waiting there. And then when they open the door, you're like, rah, hey. Some jump
And
scares.
sometimes I would just follow him into the bathroom.
Oh, that's even better. It was very roomy. There was plenty of
There
room
were
for
intimate
two.
conversations. That's where the air conditioning
Listen,
was.
that
the
was
best.
where the best air conditioning
Yes.
was. There were so many times where I would walk by and I'd be like, "Oh, are you in line?" They're like, "No, I just need the AC."
I would just stand in front of the urinal sometimes.
I will say these outdoor bathrooms are pretty
Man, those are
cold
clutch.
inside too.
They are cold. It's weird to
That
hang
was
out
me.
in
Yeah.
there again.
Good idea.
I
but-
wanted to make sure we had real
Oh, plenty.
Yeah, right, yeah.
because that would have
my little
wouldn't have been
hospital,
enough.
my bathroom from the 1970s hospital.
It's nice. It's nice.
He hates that green paint in there. Their plan was to paint it before the Jamboree, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was what I know. I know those lists. There's a lot of things.
So
I
here's
wanted to get done before this. That I was like, oh, that makes sense.
here's another fun fact. So when we had you guys on the podcast the first time, and you guys talked about having your machines in the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For some reason, the both of us,
we thought it was outside.
we thought of a tent outside of the
and I was
building.
like, that's real.
And I'm like, man, Richmond is a really
Like,
nice
people,
area that
right?
you can
They
keep
don't,
your
like,
lasers outside.
go in
a
there.
tent that's air conditioned.
Yeah,
Not
and
thinking you can put a tent
and Florida,
inside
there'd be lizards
of a
in
warehouse.
that shit. Like, that would be a home
Yeah.
for somebody or
Right.
something.
Or a lot of things.
Right,
More than
right.
someone,
So
yeah.
I was like, I don't know how they do it,
Yeah.
but
But
it's not
hey,
for me.
it's
to
working for them.
understand.
I mean, it's a lot like a 3-ring circus in there. So
Right.
It's more like a laser farm.
Tanner guesses weight on the weekend.
He would too. That would be a good role for him.
So I'm curious, how many here were on the cruise and are back for the Jamboree?
Nice.
Okay. That's a good.
Those are good
Those
odds.
are good numbers.
It's my cruise crew.
I love it.
That's awesome.
That's pretty. That's
Next
quite
one.
a bit.
Next cruise.
Who's coming on the next cruise?
Nice. Woo!
Attention all laser owners and crafters. Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high-quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time-consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their laser ready blanks. Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9-to-5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye.
We aren't really cruisers, but
No,
we
we've
don't know.
considered them.
You've never
certain
been
ones.
cruising?
I've been.
I mean,
on
what kind
one.
of cruising are we talking about?
Stop it.
Oh, okay, sorry. That's a different show
Right.
altogether.
That's the after dark.
That's the
I
after
heard about
dark.
the after dark.
So you went on one, but like a short one.
Yeah, I went back when they had those day cruises to the Bahamas out
From
of Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And it's like staying in a Vegas hotel and you wake up in a strange country every morning.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I just those day long at seas. I
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Those
can't.
day longs at seas start with like drinking at 10.
Yeah, and then
hanging
you
out at
forget
the
about it,
pool.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the time goes so fast.
The
Slow.
thing I don't want is neurovirus. Because if anybody's going to catch it, it's going to be me. So I
would. I don't put your
mean,
face where it doesn't belong, and I
Okay.
think you'll be okay.
Okay. Just don't lick the bar
Yeah.
or
No
a
licking the
stranger's arm.
Don't
or
open doors
something.
with your mouth.
Okay. Yeah.
You should be okay.
There you go. That kills everything,
Liquor
right?
kills
The
a
liquor.
lot.
I mean, if you did
And
another
pizza.
cruise, we probably would consider doing.
Yeah,
a
that's what I
cruise.
mean. Like we've
But not on
considered it
our
for
own.
people we like.
Yeah.
So if someone friends or family, if you ask us to go on a cruise and we say absolutely not, you
Don't
might not
take
be
it.
our favorite. They don't really watch. That's what they get. Okay.
It was a good time. There was a lot of late night pizza. Like
Nice.
Okay.
we closed the ship down every night.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
closed Vegas down
Yeah,
almost.
we closed Vegas
at
down.
least for
Yeah.
our age.
Yeah.
You know, we closed it down for us. but-
In a reasonable city, it
Right.
was closed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back at home, we'd be out late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is there anything that you would do differently next year?
I'd have it like a month earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that. They approve.
It seems
And
like crowd
I'd
favorite.
start planning like a long time. Like
Yeah.
we started planning 90 days ago.
Woo!
Yeah. So
Fast pass.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we do. It's-
Yeah.
We put it on the back burner until it's on fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. ADHD. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way we work.
That's right.
Katie and I'm talking about you, friend. Every event, we tell ourselves that we won't do this shit to ourselves again. And every fucking time we do it to ourselves again. Doing a long, long list. And ADHD lies to you, tells you have plenty of time. And then you don't. And then sometimes life will happen and be like, you thought you might have had time.
Yeah.
But now you don't.
Now I took
So
that
then things start falling off by priority. Like, okay, that would have been nice if I had business cards and
that
things to pack,
important.
to pass out, and so that they
Right.
get to follow me,
It goes from this is gonna be great to nobody will notice.
Right.
Right.
They don't care.
Yeah, it really
Right.
does.
Yeah. Well, and you apologized for your office that, wasn't even for
Oh.
anybody else to see. And I was actually telling John, and then I told one of your daughters as well. So that their office babysat the kids this weekend, pretty much.
Yeah.
That and their Switch. And they did actually attend some of the classes, which was cool, and they really did like those. But we were in the office, and I was telling him, and I was like, I love how this is a little messy. It makes me feel normal. Because, there's just miscellaneous stuff everywhere that you just don't have a chance to get to. Oh, I'm going to put that somewhere else. Or I don't know where to put that, especially when you host. I'm sure you threw a whole bunch of shit in there that wasn't normally in there.
There's a bunch of stuff that's not normally in there. And the TV that's normally in there is in one of the classrooms.
Right.
So, yes. And then through the weekend, people just keep, just put
tossing.
this in here.
Yeah.
It is insane in there.
Yeah. So for us, it actually made us feel more normal. So, because and that's something that we get commented on a lot is about how real we are. Like, we'll tell you if it was amazing. We'll also tell you if it really freaking sucked. Well, not the event. I mean, in general, but
No, it was a great time.
Yes.
It was a really great time meeting everybody and having a chance to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what these events. Do we have to?
The party's time.
Do we have to flip the breaker again? It's a light show.
The ghost is trying to start the party.
They want to be part.
Tanner, why are you still in your seat?
Tanner's on the job. If anyone's wondering, there's the emergency exit right there. It's shiny. And here.
Good to know. Good to know. Oh, that one. That one has a little water bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully it won't pop.
that's the pool. Rooftop.
The pool rooftop. Right. Is Josh still back here? Should we have
He's back there.
Josh? Do you guys have any? We might bring on Josh if he wants to come on.
If you want to come on in the
chat?
dark.
Okay. So before.
There goes the fan. And the lights are back on.
Tanner!
So do you
Tanner
have
to the rescue.
any parting words to your people, to the podcast, just in general?
Well, thanks to
You're
all
welcome.
of the mentors, the sponsors, of course. We'll do all of those thank yous tomorrow, but thank you so much. And thanks for everyone here and your patience.
Yes.
I know, I knew the heat was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And I was going to,
That's your sister's fault though, right?
Right, it is. When she said, when is it ever going to feel like summer? This weekend.
Right now.
Right, yeah.
Today.
Yes.
How
Thursday.
great was that shower the first night? Oh my God. I was like, ew. Ew. And then I was like, it felt so good. I was so sticky and hot, but it was worth it though. No one was really complaining about it. They're just like, oh, it's
you guys
warm.
have been so great. No one complained. Every time I apologize, everybody's like, it's not too bad.
Right.
It's not too bad.
We would
It's
just
okay.
mingle from large
such a good
ass fan
time.
to large ass fan.
That's right. Yes. Thank goodness.
I feel like if you were really scared of the norovirus, you wouldn't
This
have
would
been
be
here.
now. That's true. Well, I did take
There
my
was a lot of,
emergency.
sweaty
I
people
took
touching
my
sweaty people.
Zycam. I washed my hands a lot. Yeah, I did my thing to kind of keep it at bay. But I mean, the first laser conference I ever went to, I came home with COVID. So I clearly didn't learn my lesson.
Thanks, Will.
And Will gave it to me.
Opened every door with their mouth.
He missed the whole conference because he got
that's
COVID
right.
the
His own
morning
conference.
of and couldn't get out of bed. And I was like,
Quarantine.
cool. I just spent a whole day with him yesterday.
Nobody would even
That's fun.
FaceTime.
So yeah, but it's worth it. We all left probably some family of some sort, some animals, possibly your job, not quitting, but just, cause it's time to go. But, we all got away for this, and it's worth it in the end with any little negatives that might have snuck in.
And a big thanks to everybody that came. You guys are all amazing.
Woo!
Everybody I met was amazing. So thank you. Thanks for being patient.
Yeah.
She loves just taking it right.
So,
I know the feeling. That's why I have my own.
Right?
I know the feeling.
I don't
That's why I have
share
my
well.
own.
got you.
The original plan was both of you were supposed to have a mic, as you can see.
Yep.
We can't.
yeah.
You're not giving. Neither of you giving them up.
Well,
so.
she was supposed to give hers up, but as
Do
you
you
can
want
see,
it?
Well, I just wanted to say this whole thing worked out just as I had planned, which was the biggest surprise for me because what kept me up the most was what am I missing? There's going to be some big surprise.
Well,
something
you think you've
obvious
thought of
that
everything.
Yes.
And
what
then
did I
all of a
not-
sudden you're like, oh, crap, that would have
I
been
just
nice.
didn't even think about that. So
Right.
I've had so many people, all the mentors. All right, here's the plan. Now tell me, what am I missing? What am I missing? And then they would help. They would say, what about this? What about that? So thank you guys for
the
all your
team.
patience and I hope you enjoyed all the different sessions. They worked out like I had envisioned, which was all of that is the biggest surprise to me that it worked out like I
Right.
planned it. Yeah.
And that's all that matters when it comes down to it. You know, no event or thing is ever going to be perfect. You just get as close as you
and
can.
we rolled with yesterday. We didn't think lunch was going to make it. I don't know
Oh my
if
gosh.
everyone knew that. I
Lunch
called
almost
to
didn't
see
come.
if they were bringing plates and did I need to provide plates? Were you providing plates? And they didn't have our order at all. They weren't even providing lunch. And so I was like, here's the email. And she said, okay. And so they hustled. And in 2.5 hours, they had
pulled it off.
14 trays of pasta
Yeah.
here.
It was so
It was
good,
good.
too.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
a great job. And I just
You would have
super
never known that
appreciate-
they didn't know about that 2
Right.
hours before.
Yeah.
You know who didn't do a great job? Monster Taco.
Oh.
Bailed on
Shabu. Yeah, I was really looking forward to some tacos.
Right.
I
I
had to
was
have
really
Arby's
looking forward
instead.
to some tacos.
Right.
Yeah.
Is DJ Derek ready?
Yeah, right after some games, some giveaways,
Oh,
Okay.
ooh.
some prizes.
I like prizes.
Well, DJ Derek is going to host the game night.
Oh, okay.
Is that
he
news
ready?
to you?
I think so.
Did you hire him to MC the game giveaway?
Yeah, I mean that's where all of the money went.
Oh, okay.
All the sponsors paid for that.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you, sponsors. It's
He's
well worth
expensive.
it. He is. Well, I had to fly him in from Ibiza. So.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for hosting
Yes.
us.
Thank
and
you for having us.
It's been, I mean, so the classes are over now, and tomorrow's kind of like say thank you.
Yeah.
So we want to say thank you to you guys for hosting us, letting us come as well.
Appreciate
and it was a great time had, right, everybody?
Yeah.
Did you guys have a great time? Oh, standing ovation! There it is. We know how hard it is and how much time goes into
Yes.
throwing these. Stand up.
Everybody standing.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yes.
We know
That
how
was
much
so
work goes
good.
into throwing these things and getting all the sponsors together and getting
Yes.
the teachers
So
and
much
everything.
work.
So
much work.
So thank you guys for doing it. And everyone had a
Yes.
blast. Everyone I talked to had a blast, and as you can see, everyone had a blast. They just gave you a standing ovation.
Yes.
So thank you guys for opening your
That's
doors
so
to
sweet.
us and allowing us to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're welcome.
All right, Josh.
All right, I'm about out of time. Josh is giving me the stink eye.
So while Josh comes, for our YouTube viewers and everything, I want to apologize for how dark it is.
Yeah.
Because it kind of got dark. We didn't bring any lights because packing is hard.
Yeah.
So
It's a
I'm
struggle.
going to try to do my best editing this so it's not so dark, but
Right.
it is what it is.
Working magic.
Yeah. That should be on.
He turned it off. I think.
Oh, he turned off. Okay, there you go.
Now it is.
Now you're on.
Look, he's so smart.
He
He's
is.
not just a pretty face. Maybe. Is he, Courtney? Where'd she go?
Oh, there she is. She moves.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it everything you thought and more?
I think it was absolutely amazing for everybody here. I learned a lot.
Just hold it a little closer.
This is actually the first time I've actually taught a class. So
Yeah, you
I
did.
appreciate it.
You looked
Everybody
like
was
a pro.
good. Everybody learned.
Woohoo!
I want to know how much them shout outs are going to cost me.
A lot of money.
Don't worry.
You know
I'll
how
send
you're gonna
I'll send you
hire
the
him,
invoice.
right? So
I'll
we're
send you
gonna
the
just
invoice.
add a little,
Okay.
on top. Yeah.
But yes, like everybody here needs to network with everybody.
Yes.
I talked to somebody in the back. They had a UV printer. We had talked about it. I kind of stepped in on a class and said, hey, if you don't have the money for a UV printer now, lean on somebody else here
Yeah. Outsource.
to make those patches for you until you build that customer
Closer.
base to where you can actually afford. Because you don't want to.
You've been giving me shit for that fan all day. You keep that.
I'm glad it died.
microphone close.
I'm glad it died.
It's not nice. It's funny. He was giving me shit the whole time, and then we were standing in there talking, and these little gnats were. But they only wanted him. They're all up in his face, and he's doing this, and I was like, it would be real nice. Little fan. He's like,
Yep.
We'll have them for sale at Next Level. If you
we
want.
really will with UV DTF printed stickers from someone because we don't have one, so we're gonna outsource. It's true though, yeah.
But yes, lean on everybody here, and you don't want to have to stress about paying for a machine and trying to find customers. So
Right.
source that stuff out until you got that customer base to where you can actually, then afford it, and it makes it a lot easier. So,
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I appreciate Kim and Garrett for letting us come and be part of this whole thing. I learned a lot, and I hope everybody did too. So
I think the networking is honestly my favorite part of it. Meeting a customer who's watched our podcast.
Right.
Like we ran into people in the lobby, and one of the first things we heard was, "I know them from YouTube."
Yeah.
And it was so cute, and just like people, would see us in the lobby and they just start talking to us because they knew us, even though we didn't know them. They knew us, and it's just so cool to meet people that you talk to or interact with in the groups, all the time, and then like to meet them in person,
Right.
Or, like with you, I heard a lot, I love your products. The keychain things, when I mentioned those, oh my gosh, those are a game changer.
Right.
Just hearing that stuff, and then meeting people that you find you have something in common with. Like, I really got along with them. I mean, two of my best friends now, Bree and Jess, we had talked online a little bit, here and there, like we comment on each other's stuff. But when we were together in person at Next Level, that's when it was really like, you are my person, or a person that I want to spend, more time with. And you can go to them with like the stressors that we all understand. I heard someone say that here, that like, you can complain to your wife, to your husband, to your friends.
Right.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
Like when you tell them, I had like this happened this month and it was a great month, and they're like,
They can only relate
okay, yeah.
so much to you until
and so
you talk
it's
to
like-
someone like-minded who's like, oh, yeah, I remember that happened to me.
Right.
3 weeks ago or 2 months ago, I had the same issue. And then they can also help you. You guys could help each other because you almost speak the same language.
Yeah.
So these events are great. We love it, and then
Yeah.
also for us, we get to see not only you guys again for some,
Right.
for other, like Josh lives in Texas. We're in Florida, so we don't really get to
Yeah.
see each other.
If it wasn't
except
for these
wasn't
events, we wouldn't see each other.
Right. Same thing. Kim
But
and
this
Garrett.
year, I'm going to see you at least 3 times. So it's APA, right? You're at APA.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
APA.
then here,
Here.
and then Next Level.
Next Level.
Are you going to UV Energize?
You going to UV Energize?
So 4 times. So I'm
And
going to see you more.
You're not going to Lightburn though, are you?
No,
Okay.
that's over JR's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're not
Oh, that's
taking him
right.
anywhere again for a minute. But I'm
One
gonna
day
see-
max.
Whew.
That was his
Yeah,
max.
that was
he
as much
had a
as he
great
could
day
do.
yesterday. Today he had a meltdown.
Yeah. But so I'm going to see you 4 times this year, and that's going to be more than some of my friends and family that live probably 2 hours away or less.
True, but
So-
it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
I'll bring you a fan at Next Level. How about that?
You better.
I'll put your name on it.
Or I will steal that one.
Josh, not just a pretty face. So, what's the next one you're going to that people can catch you at?
What is the next one we're going to?
Oh, secretary.
Next Level. Lightburn. If you're going to Lightburn, that's the next
Yeah.
one for you.
Yeah,
That's next
Lightburn,
month.
New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. So,
Nice.
and we'll probably have a booth there as well. So,
Awesome.
It'll
Is
be a good
anyone
time.
going to Lightburn here? Lightburn experience?
LBX.
A couple. Nice. Katie's going to be there.
Anyone
Katie
going to Next
does
Level?
not live at home anymore.
Next
Woo!
Level? All right, so
Yeah.
Next Level?
There was a couple people here who didn't know about Next Level.
Oh.
And if you're going to laser conferences, come to this one and then go to that one.
Well, this is the Jamboree.
So that's
this isn't a
you know what I
conference.
mean. But like if you have to choose, come here because you love Kim and Garrett.
Yes.
But if you can take a second trip, go to Next Level. At Next Level, I've been going since the very first year when Will gave me COVID, and it's grown since, and it's like this but on crack. Because there's just so many people. This year they hope to have 6 to 1,000 people, and it's just going to be bigger.
6 people to 1,000?
600.
Or 600 to 1,000?
It might be kicking in now.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be hitting. Okay.
Oops.
Well, good. We're at the half hour mark.
Good. All right. Let's go now. I'm just kidding. Do you have any parting words?
I don't. I appreciate everybody letting me teach y'all. And
How was he as a teacher? Was he good?
He all right? He's all right.
You know, it was. I kind of get my bubble and in our Facebook group and everything, and
Right.
I think everybody knows how to do hat patches and pressing hats and all that. So being in this and understanding like Kim and Garrett, they don't do a lot of hat patches and all that other
Right.
stuff. So it was a new experience for me, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to do more of these.
Awesome. You did good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Any last thoughts for you, John?
Well, I want to know how many people have heard of the Riley Black Project out here. Oh,
Okay.
surprise!
I'll take it.
Well, how many people are going to follow us that haven't heard? There we go. That's the one. That's the one.
How many people
So-
are not?
There are a few. They're staying quiet. There are a few. We're not for everybody,
It's
but we're for a
okay.
lot
It's
of people.
okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
not
okay.
everybody's for me.
Exactly. So,
I'm just kidding. I'm very nice.
hold
Uh-oh.
on. Garrett's got
Uh-oh.
something.
Here he
Garrett's coming
comes.
back.
I'm coming back.
What does he got? What you got?
And happy anniversary.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, so our our actual anniversary was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was our 11th year married, 14 years together. I met this crazy guy in Vegas. So
Yep.
what happens in Vegas does not always
No.
stay in Vegas.
No,
apparently. Turns into
No,
a
it
marriage
doesn't.
and 2 kids.
Yep.
And just a lot of businesses.
A lot of things. Yes.
a lot of
And we have a lot of
yeah.
spinning, and then of course we come here and we discover there's a whole other lane to do in business.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'm gonna clone myself. I'm gonna
Yes,
go ahead and
all of us.
23 and me and clone myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you guys aren't familiar, Riley Black Project on YouTube,
Yes.
Patreon, Instagram, all the things we have.
We're everywhere.
I didn't mention it in the beginning like I normally do, but we have a Facebook group, the Riley Black Project Community.
Yes,
And
join
if you're
that.
if you're a patron on Patreon, we also have a private Facebook group, the TRBP Hangout. That's where we go crazy. We do our
Yes.
after darks there
Yeah.
every month, and yeah, it's great. And I think is everyone ready to party with DJ Derek?
Woo! And this is our biggest crowd so
This
far.
is our biggest
so
crowd
I want
so
to
far.
thank you for
Yes. Thank you guys for
if
coming
you've-
back
yes.
after dinner.
Yes, because I was
'Cause
listening
that's-
when the taco truck
Yes.
canceled. I was like,
Yeah.
well, there goes our attendance. And then the anxiety part of me was like, that's better. I don't
Well,
have to
they're
look
here-
at so many eyeballs.
I think they're here for the free stuff after the show.
I know, probably
but
it's
it's
not
okay.
even for us,
I'll
but
take
it's
this
okay.
crowd.
It's okay. We'll take the pity view. Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you. So yes, I appreciate.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of
Yes.
you coming out. We hope to get
Josh-
off my
Josh
fan.
is taking
I
your
saw
fan.
that. Saw that. It has a tracker on it. Not really, but you know.
NFC tag, not a
Yeah.
tracker.
So I hope to see you guys at some of the next ones.
Yes.
If not, I hope to see you in some of the groups or Instagram and all that stuff. So I hope you guys had a great time and that we were just a little bit small piece of it.
Yeah.
Let's
check it out.
go. I want to
Let's
see
party.
his moves.
Huh?
Do you have rhythm?
Oh,
He doesn't have rhythm.
Doesn't have
Courtney?
rhythm?
He says he can't.
Oh,
dance.
is the rhythm gonna get
but
you?
he can do something
I like
else.
that. I like that.
Oh,
I caught-
there's
I
microphones
caught that one.
and
I caught that
speakers.
one.
Someone told me, don't glare at her. She didn't set me up for this. Someone told me you can sing.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's a baritone.
I gotta have a lot of alcohol.
We can arrange
That can be arranged.
Don't tell the cops. But
We'll go to the bar next door and then come back.
there you go.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Keep it.
All right.
All right. Well, it's been another great episode of the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done. The Riley Black Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nino, I'm recording.